Hi everyone. Welcome to Convention of States, a project for citizens for self-governance. My name is Dale Parrish. I'm a district captain for Convention of States. My district is the Indiana Legislative District 85. If you would be interested in having me make this presentation at a meeting or gathering, please email me at inhd85@cosaction.com or call me at 260-483-0487. This presentation is an abbreviated general overview. A full, more detailed overview will soon be available. I'm going to be telling you a story. The title is Saving Our Country. As with all good stories, our story has three parts: the problem, the solution, the strategy. The problem: our federal government is out of control. To make matters worse, our elected officials lack the willingness to correct matters. This situation has been going on for decades. The problem can be broken down into four major areas. The first area is spending and debt. Our national debt is about $18.8 trillion and rising. Unfunded liabilities exceed $120 trillion. Nothing is being done to address this problem. The second area is our regulatory crisis. The administrative state has grown in our country to become considered the fourth branch of government. The number of federal agencies is in the hundreds. Many agencies can make law through regulation, implement, and even engage in the enforcement of those regulations. The administrative state continues to grow. Third area is the attacks on state sovereignty. States lose control through the grant process. Federal grants generally come with mandates, are rarely fully funded, and have radical social agendas normally attached. The last area is the federal takeover of the decision-making process. Our built-in checks and balances through the separation of powers has broken down. Collusion is rampant as a result of money and lobbyists. So, what can be done? The solution. The solution has been available to us all along in the Constitution. Article 5 of our Constitution provides a way for the states to rein in the federal government by amending the Constitution. Currently, Congress can amend the Constitution by 2/3 of Congress proposing amendments, with ratification required then by 3/4 of the states. A second method, though, involves 2/3 or 34 of the states to make application to hold a convention of states for the purpose of amending the Constitution. Any proposed amendments then would require 3/4 or 38 states to ratify. Many people are completely unaware of this second method of amending the Constitution. Our founders knew this federal government that the states created could someday become abusive with its power. James Madison said, and I'm paraphrasing, "If men were angels, government would not be needed." Well, our founders inserted Article 5 to give the states the rights and the process to rein in the federal government by amending the Constitution. Here we have a list of some suggested possible amendments. First is a balanced budget. Second, term limits on Congress and Supreme Court judges. Third, repeal of the 17th Amendment. This is a very interesting proposed amendment. The 17th Amendment, ratified in 1913, made senators subject to popular vote, whereas they were originally appointed by the state legislatures. Many believe this is where the states lost any control over the federal government. Continuing on, limits on taxation, protect the vote with a national ID, and last, override of Supreme Court decisions. Again, these are only suggestions. The actual proposals will be determined at the convention. The plan or strategy. Our plan involves two goals. The first goal is the application strategy. Each state's application will be exactly the same. The application will be based on a particular subject matter as opposed to a specific amendment, for example, just balanced budget. The subject matter for our application is impose fiscal restraints on the federal government, limit the power and jurisdiction of the federal government, and limit the terms of office. This approach then provides for a host of amendments to be proposed. The second goal is the building of a grassroots structure, mobilizing citizens to act through their state legislatures to accomplish an Article 5 Convention of States. Many past Article 5 attempts have failed due to the lack of a grassroots structure. This is where you come into play. How can you make a difference? Well, the first step is to go to our website, www.conventionofstates.com, and sign our petition. The petition is actually a letter that will go to your state representative and state senator, telling them that you approve of the Article 5 process and you want them to vote in favor of your state's application to hold an Article 5 Convention of States for the purpose of amending the Constitution. You can make a difference. After signing the petition, attend Convention of States events in your area. Write your legislatures. They need to hear from you. Educate yourself from our website. Your involvement is needed. Come help us make history.